about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's or UC.
Ready to get back in the picture with Sky Rizzi? Ask your doctor about the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's and UC combined.
With riots and violent looting going on all over the country, I don't feel safe leaving the house without this banana. Normally, I'm worried about this. I've got my banana with me. That same car has been sitting outside my house for a while now. Better keep this banana.
Its wife should be arriving
Sounds
shortly.
ridiculous, right? Now imagine this banana
We got
is capable
sure.
of incapacitating an attacker from over 60
Let's see if we can
feet.
find this out.
At Berna, we don't sell bananas. Go to berna.com to learn more.
Look, if you're an executive, this shirt is a must-have in your closet. I was tired of floppy collars and shirts with sweat stains, so I got this shirt I saw on TV, and now I don't have to worry. I got it shipped in no time, and I switched from regular polos to this. The brand is called Collars & Co. They make a regular stretchy golf shirt, but the top has a full collar on it. I got rid of so many problems by upgrading to this. No dry cleaning needed anymore. I'm free from uncomfortable laundry, and the collars stay stiff all day. Get 20% off today using code TV at collarsandco.com.
Girl, I am hurting right now. I'm taking a battle ropes class at this high-intensity training gym, and this morning's class was so brutal. Wait, I left my bag at the gym. I'll call you right back.
Hello?
Hi, is this Shred Zone Gym?
Yeah?
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was confused because businesses don't usually answer the phone with just hello. Who am I speaking with?
Oh, me?
Right, I meant, what's your name?
I'm Brett. Do you want to sign up for a class?
Waiting.
Cool. Bye.
Not much we can do.
Hello?
Hi, I just called. I think I left my bag there this morning. Have you guys seen it? It's a crossbody.
What about it? You're watching TV?
I haven't seen a bag of lemons today. I'm sorry, Lulu. Hello? Yeah, I'll transfer you to Kate. Please hold, Lulu. Are you trying to cut or bump?
Lululemon crossbody bag there this morning. It's the color salmon.
Wait, salmon's a fish, though.
It's also a color. The color salmon is the color of a salmon.
Wait, stop. No.
No?
Yeah, because like a dog isn't the color dog.
Right, because dogs are different colors, but salmon are.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm sorry, can someone check if my bag's there? It's super expensive and I don't want someone to take it.
Because like you wouldn't say that like apple is the color of apple, or that like orange is the color. Oh, like
Okay, you're right. Can you just transfer me back to Brett?
Oh yeah, I know that kid. Hello?
Keith? You were supposed to transfer me to Brett.
Oh yeah, for sure. One sec. Hello? Oh yeah, hello? What is it? Okay, who's this? Oh, Brett, what up? Hey, what up, Brett? Sick. What up? Wait, where's Brett?
Oh my gosh, guys.
Hello? 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 Okay, yeah, what's up? Okay, hey, how you doing? Hello? Where are Lulu at? Hello? Hello? Is this Kate? Yeah, who's this? What's up, Brett? Sick. Wait, hello? Hello? Kate? Hello? Hello?
You know what? Is there a woman there I could talk to?
Baby.
Yeah, no doubt. Hey, Liz. Mind talking to this lady? Okay, whose white pink bag is this? You gotta put it in the comment.
I finish one sentence about some man.
Any other wishful thinkers?
Did you hear me?
Introducing Passes. Get live TV for the day, week, or weekend starting at $4.99.
Ready.
Lets you do that. Comfort shouldn't be a trade-off. Most jeans crush you with waist.
Waiting.
My goal was to make jeans that look like stylish jeans, but genuinely feels comfortable stylish. I started modes to make game-changing clothes, so guys who just want to look good, feel good. Lights on.
I didn't understand you.
Lights on.
Waiting.
Black coffee, no sugar.
Instead of building new ways for machines to talk to people, Chase is building new places for people to talk to people.
Hi, welcome in.
Hi.
With tech that's actually helpful and 5,000 branches in 48 states. Chase, make more of what's yours.
I've started to diversify, mainly because of where we are as a nation with our
Waiting.
the government has, and the value of the dollar and how the value continues to drop.
So
It's
waiting.
wise to have a hard asset that could be passed down. One of the reasons I bought more was because I want to create an inheritance for my children and grandchildren. I feel like with gold and silver, it's a tangible inheritance. Whereas your dollar is backed by nothing, it's just paper. In 2008, when I had dropped to half and gold went up, I would recommend the U.S. Federal Reserve without any hesitation or reservation to anyone. I would look to someone else.
Founded at the start of the 21st century, U.S. Money Reserve has facilitated over $3.3 billion in trusted transactions and is one of the nation's largest precious metals distributors. But don't wait until the next crisis. Start securing your financial future today. If you've bought gold in the past or would like to learn more about why physical gold should be an important part of your portfolio, call to receive the complete guide to buying gold. This is important and valuable information, including facts you should know about purchasing gold, silver, platinum, or palladium. Call to get your free copy of my new special report, The Gold Forecast. Inside you'll learn the key factors I've covered on gold ownership and why you may need to start owning gold today. Call now to receive exclusive information on how you can begin protecting your assets with physical gold, silver, platinum, and palladium.
To have gold coins in my possession, that hard asset is an insurance, you might say, against it's a hard asset. You can turn it back into cash. Whereas keeping a lot of cash in your bank account can really almost end up being nothing. You have to keep cash, but you don't have to keep everything in cash, and you don't have to put everything in stock market. You don't have to put it all in a bond market. You do a little bit of everything, and then you use it, but not more of that. In fact, I sell more in gold than I do in the stock market because it's tangible. It's there. You need a whole basket full of different ways of preserving wealth or creating wealth. So gold and silver is a way of doing that. So I went back on the gold standard.
Again, nothing. It's common joke. As Michael said.
Waiting.
Michael said,
I'm Colin Blake. The third Republican debate was held this week, and Ramaswamy started by saying that the GOP had become a party of losers. Weirdly, a party of losers is also how NBC advertised the debate. Ramaswamy then criticized rival Nikki Haley's daughter. He also stressed that it's not important how he knows her daughter has a TikTok. And Nikki Haley responded to the attack by saying, "Leave my daughter out of your voice," which was pulled directly from the Japanese subtitles of the Will Smith slap.
Waiting. see nothing. Still waiting, guys. Community gang stacking. Community gang stacking. We're ready, 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 ready. You gotta get ready, guys. Little community gang stacking. Very ready, guys. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. Getting ready. I don't know, guys. I don't see anything. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. Getting ready. Everybody down. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. Getting ready, guys. Time is winding down, guys. Not much we can go. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. Yeah, ain't allowed music. It's the weekend. What else we got? That sounded pretty weak to me. Bada bing, bada boom. What else you got? 4:46 p.m. Saturday, May 16th, 2026. Community gang stocking. Once I approach the window, and I'll leave. Okay, so we got that on video. We got. What else you got? Time is winding down. Time is winding down. I don't know what to say. Alright. Time is winding down. Time is winding down. Okay. Time is winding down. Time is winding down, guys. Not much we can say or do. Alright, you saw the community gang stocking. And obviously, if you do not want to be a victim of state insurance policy fraud, you don't want to be a victim of state fraud, mental health, hospital, inpatient, treatment. This is what you do. Remember, they are shining the bright light harassment from next door with truckers. Okay? To manipulate the victims to respond. And obviously, we family other community gang stocking as part of social acting. Okay? Social acting is a very big role when it comes to the game of manipulation, even kind of sanctions. There we go. That's what's going on. Good. There we go. What's going on? And the beating of them. So, we can keep this down, okay, but we cannot put the box. Okay. So, all we do is put this like that, and that. Okay. And what we can do is to counter-react to bright light harassment. We have our own bright lights here, so it blends in, and I just basically use these lights, and I direct it like that. And I also have the light above, like that. So now it's real bright in here, and obviously we can cope with the bright light harassment that you guys saw on this. Yeah? So by having this light around, it's not necessary for me to board off the window anymore. But the curtain is there. The curtain is there, and obviously this is called the game of manipulation. Daily counterattacks, entrapment. This is how I watch TV and eat my food. And even though, see that? And this window's covered. So right here, you can clearly see that's where the bright light harassment is coming from, using truck lights. And this window now is being used as well. So we have two windows being deployed, working alongside Town Cicero officials and law enforcement, and especially Town Cicero Mayor Larry Dominic, a show of force, and of course the manipulation of the game of manipulation, the independent action trap. You can see the sky. It's about to rain. So you can see that very, very clearly for this specific region. Okay? And the community gang stocking as well. That's what's going on. And remember, Homeowner Martinez has been instructed to park her vehicle right there. You can see her identification right there. And this is part of the game of manipulation, daily plan attacks, entrapment, categorized as state fraud, mental health, hospital, inpatient entrapment. Okay? That's another reason why you do not see no police officers in the area. Okay, they're waiting to see if I respond. And that's pretty much it. Alright, standing by. Ex-wife should be arriving shortly. Obviously, by uncovering the windows, we avoid the family conflict, of course. Okay. We also have to do the same with this window as well, right here. Okay, so we're getting ready. You can hear the beeping of the horn. Being instructed, of course, as part of the game of manipulation, dating tunnel attacks. Okay, the attacks continue, and this is a big. This is organized crime. Dating tunnel attacks continue. Okay, standing by. Standing by. Okay, and you can see it very clearly how they are using the light in the bottom there as well. Okay, you can see it right there. Okay, right there. So remember, they're trying to manipulate me to keep the window closed. Okay, to create family conflict, emotional distress, anxiety, disbelief, mistrust, anger among family members. Because the family members don't know. No witnesses, of course, and the victims are manipulated to respond. Okay? There we go. So, this is how we're able to avoid family conflict. And, of course, the police officers are waiting in the area for the family members to make that phone call and respond. So, that's pretty much what we got. And you can see a little bit in the bottom. Right there. You can see a little bit right there. So pretty much it is a manipulation of the victim. Okay? Here we go. That's what we got. Okay? So we got to stay focused on the front. Obviously, that's where the attacks, where the trafficking of narcotic distraction is taking place. All right, that's it. We're moving on for now. That's what we got. Murder plot continues. Extreme lethal. High-level frequencies, electromagnetic field waves to manipulate the victim, of course, to respond. Okay? Right from next door, electronic harassment. 2003 year and present, May 16th, 2026, Saturday, afternoon, 4:55 p.m. Okay? Community gang stalking. Loud motorcycle and the music being turned on and then turned off once they clear my window. Okay? You saw that clearly. Okay? And the umbrella harassment. Ex-wife should be arriving shortly. Okay? That's what we got. Bada bing, bada boom. Are you getting ready? Make some noise, guys. Make some noise. It's the weekend. Don't be ashamed to make a little noise. This is what we do. Don't be afraid to make a little noise. Okay, you gotta stay focused. Okay. Make a little noise, guys. Go crazy. Go crazy. Okay, you got my permission. Oh, we got the dog barking on command signal. We're getting ready, guys. Alright, I'm cleaning up, getting ready. Clean up a little bit. Getting ready. And we were able to cover this a little bit. Okay. So that's what we got. Okay. That's what's going on. There we go. Bright light harassment right there. And the bright light harassment right there. Okay, that's what we got. And in the kitchen, I already placed various lights here to blend in with the bright light harassment. Okay, so that's pretty much it. We can turn this one off. Not make it so too much. Okay, and I guess we can turn this one off. Okay, it won't be that obvious. Okay, time to wind down. Wind down, guys. I gotta say. Temperature out here feels pretty good. Not bad. Now we put this back. We're putting this one back. Right here. Getting ready. Getting ready. Okay, we did pretty good. We did pretty good. Put your down down. Getting ready. Okay, you can see what's going on. Okay. And you can see clearly where the, see? Okay. The bright light harassment continues coming from right there and right there. Okay. That's what's going on. See that? That's pretty much it. You can see the intensity on the floor right there and like that. So, okay. So once again, to blend in, we turn this on and we turn this one on as well. Right there. And we turn the kitchen one as well. So we have 3 lights now. Let's see how that works out. We have 3 lights that we are utilizing. And you can see the strength of the light being used from right outside. See that? So this is being redirected from outside. Right there. See that? There we go. You can clearly see that for yourself. This is how they're able to manipulate victims to respond. So, what can we do about that? Well, I can show you right quick. So what we can do is place a dark cloth on the floor. Okay, now let me turn off the lights and you can see a big difference. Oops. You can see a big difference. They're not able to really target too much. Okay, see that? So by placing a dark item on the floor, and you can see the intensity has been turned off a little bit. See that? So the intensity, because obviously we have something now to combat the redirected light from any shiny object or glare, flash, or white background. Now with the black background, they're not able to do that much, and that's why it has been dimmed. See that? It has been dimmed for this particular attack. Ex-wife should be arriving, so they're trying to manipulate me to cover up the windows, of course. Okay? So that's it. The game of manipulation, dependent attacks, and trap. There you go. The window is not covered up, and that's pretty much it right there. Okay? Now remember, the bright light harassment. Let's see. Okay, on and off switch. See, they just turned on the intensity of the bright light harassment from any natural light source, and you can see it on the bottom. It has been dimmed once again. See that? So that's how that works. And we're going to remove the cardboard from this plant room as well. It is an ongoing attack, attacking the victim's psyche and, of course, attacking the victim's family members to respond and make that phone call as far as concern. Okay? The game of manipulation, deeply criminal attacks, state fraud, mental health, hospital, inpatient, entrapment. Okay? This is how they're able to manipulate the victims at home to respond. And let's not forget, the consequences are very severe under doctor's care. The same attack that you are witnessing here, utilizing mirrors as well, will continue within the hospital room setting, and the consequences are very severe under doctor's care. Okay? So far we're doing good. And you can see it is about to rain. And remember, by adding the bright light harassment using truck lights here and truck lights here, they add to the intensity, also utilizing mirrors. Okay? And that's pretty much it. So the cloth stays on the floor. Right there, see that? And that's to create family conflict, emotional distress, anxiety, disbelief, mistrust, anger. There we go. See that? I do have the cardboards here while watching TV. Okay? And let's see what's going on in the front. Okay. Now remember, homeowner Martinez, the gray truck has been instructed to park right in front of homeowner Martinez's vehicle. So there's been strategizing taking place, and of course, surprise advantage once I approach the window. Okay? So the strategizing behind this, working alongside homeowner Martinez's vehicle right there, you can see her identification and the community gang stalking. Okay? This is 5132 arriving, working alongside homeowner Martinez's wife. And the community gang stalking in the background. Okay? All right, that's what we got so far. And attacks continue. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it, guys. Time is winding down. I'm going to watch a little TV. And that is pretty much it. Not much we can do. At 5:05 p.m., Saturday, May 16th, 2026, Tennessee Mayor Larry Dominic has responded. Remember, the trafficking and distribution and packaging of narcotics continue. No work permit displayed at 5130. No address identification. Building inspector, obviously under the command of Tennessee Mayor Larry Dominic. This is a cover-up, and this is their response. Homeowner Martinez clearly instructed to park there for malicious purposes of catfish. And now you can see a show of force and unity between 5132 and 5135, homeowner Martinez's wife, right there. Okay? So that's what we got. And we also have a contractor working with the Martinez family today. And that's his information right there. We caught, there was a planned attack earlier involving the vehicle. And as you can see, the planned attack continues. Remember, that gray truck was instructed to park earlier over here. Plenty of parking right here. He likes this spot. But the strategizing has changed over to this direction. Okay, see how that works? Okay. So we're moving on for now. 5:07 p.m. Saturday, May 16th, 2026. Okay. How we doing on anything else? Okay, time is winding down. Time is winding down. But see how well this works? See that? See that? And it's not as intense as it was before. Community gang stalking continues. And I can also move this a little bit like that. And I can also move this over here. Okay, so I can move this over here as well. Like that. See that? I could do that. That works out pretty well as well. Now, if I want, what I can do as well, let's see if we can do this right quick. I can strategize you can see the umbrella harassment being redirected from the kitchen sink because it is stainless steel. Okay, let me show you what I'm doing. Okay, we're moving this, and this, what we're gonna do is we're gonna fold it. Okay, so as the sun goes down, it should be able to give us a little more clearance. And we do it like that. See that? So that's a little less aggressive. And that's how we do it. See that? Remember, they are trying to manipulate me to cover up the window. Okay? So that's a little better. See that? They are trying to redirect the light, but they cannot because this is a black curtain. See that? So they cannot redirect it. You can hear the community gang stalking in the background. Okay, so here we go. That's what we got. And another thing I can do other than that, let me see. I can place 2 chairs here. Okay, I can place a chair here. Okay. And I can place this chair over here. Okay, so let's see if this works out as well. Okay, so I'm filling this. The community gang stalking continues. And you're going to see more or less how this works out. Let me see if you guys can see. Okay. You can see more or less the intensity right there. Okay, let's see what we can do. Covering this up. And this is a lot better. See that? Now, it's no longer on the floor. And I can simply say I was cleaning the curtain. Okay? I can say that. See that? So, that's how you do it. See that? So they weren't able to manipulate me to cover up the window, and I can say that the curtain is being cleaned. See that? That's how you do it, guys. You just gotta more or less. My ex-wife has seen the cardboards here before, okay? But that is how you avoid being a victim of state fraud, mental health, hospital, inpatient entrapment. Like that. See? A little strategizing, and that's it. Okay? The bathroom window is covered as you can see. And that's it. All right, so far so good. That's what we got. A little strategizing, but it does work. You just have to tweak it a little bit, as they say. Remember, homeowner Martinez is parked there for that specific reason. She's parked there, and there's right behind the gray truck. This is a show of force, act of defiance and unity, working alongside town officials and Larry Dominic, State Fraud Mental Health Hospital inpatient entrapment. The police officers, we were able to capture the police officer today. Another planned attack in the weekend, guys. So you can imagine, this is their livelihood at stake, okay? And they're trying to avoid any suspicious activity once I become ill for documentation purposes of mental health issue illness. Okay. That's it. Other than that, business as usual. We are waiting, standing by. Let's have a look again. Everything looks pretty good. Everything looks pretty good. Okay. Everything looks pretty good. All right. The floor is covered. Okay. Everything looks pretty good here. Looks pretty good. See that? See that? And just in case my ex-wife arrives and she wants to remove the curtain, I just want to make it easier for her by removing the rod as well. That way she won't get hurt if she decides to throw the curtain on the floor. The stick, I removed it so she won't hurt herself. She doesn't know what's going on. This is called the game of manipulation. They lead planned attacks in trap. Okay? There we go. That's how you do it, guys. There's a reason why I'm still here. And there's a reason why some of the sister officials and Larry Dominic have declared me public enemy number one. That's right. That's right. I didn't give myself that name. Okay. We do have activity on the second floor. That is where the instructions are being given. Periodically strategizing with Thomas officials. Right there. Second floor hideout right there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is where the strategizing is taking place. They're having their drinks. They're having a good time. But they're writing everything down. I have to respond. So this is a scale called social acting equals reaction response that measures the victim's emotional disturbance state of mind. Okay? So that's how that works. It is a scale that is used for this specific purpose. Depending on your reaction and response, they increment more attacks. Okay? The broiler harassment is just one. And the community gang stalking, they added to it because obviously I responded by placing the dark cloth there. Okay? So the community gang stalking adds to the victim's emotional disturbance state of mind, attacking the victim's psyche, of course. Okay? And the shock treatment to the brain. Constant shock treatment to the brain from any electrical source outage is their secret weapon of choice because the victim brain is being attacked. Okay? This is brain damage. This is brain trauma to the brain. This is side effects, brain aneurysm, bleeding on the brain, bone cancer, tumors of the brain, silent incoherent victims, nursing home final faith, identity theft Medicaid takes place, organized crime family process. So this is a process that all victims of unsolved murder cases of identity theft Medicaid must go through. It's a long, tedious process, but well worth it at the end. Okay? 5:16 p.m. Still waiting for ex-wife to arrive. Saturday, May 16th, 2026. That's it for now. Okay. This camera has been shut down. Let's see if that's the case. Let's see if that's the case. If the camera was shut down or not. Okay, let's see. Okay, you can see it for yourself. Okay, let's have a look. Community gang stalking continues. Keep making noise, guys. Don't worry about me. You do you, I do me. Okay, so the camera was shut down. Nothing wrong with the camera, but they're able to shut down the camera from any electrical source outage. In other words, from that electrical source outage, they simply tap in and they shut down the power. Okay, that's why it is categorized as a national security threat. Just imagine it is attacking the phones, disable the internet connection, failed uploads, and can shut down any power source outage directly from right there. That's right. All of us are susceptible to electronic harassment, but when it's redirected toward the victim's brain, that makes it lethal. Okay, that makes it intentional. That makes it a crime. Okay, that makes it a murder plot. And to get away with the murder plot, you have to implement the game of manipulation, daily plan attacks, entrapment. And that's where the police officers come in and interact with the family members to manipulate them to place an order of protection, to manipulate the family members to sign off our legal rights, to manipulate the victim to respond once again under doctor's care. The consequences are very severe. Okay. Okay, you saw that the phone was shut down once again. Okay, you saw that. So I had to reactivate the recorder. Okay, so obviously they are playing games, and I can see the fun behind it by as far as attacking a victim psychologically and attacking their brain. But safety concerns are radiation levels. Okay, so you can imagine that. And this is exactly what Tennessee officials, especially Larry Dominic and Nello Greco, main proprietor of 5132, are trying to have some type of alibi. The only alibi they can come with is if they're able to manipulate the family members to call 911. Okay? Remember, back in May 1st, 2026, Friday at 6:17, the police officers arriving, a show of force, 60 plus police officers, fire department, and paramedics. Community gang stalking continues. Show of force, total lockdown of the whole area, the back alley, and the front. A disregard for taxpayers' emergency revenue funds. That's right, that's needed every summer because of the flooding here. And Morton High School students not being protected by law enforcement because they're occupying all the resources on me, public enemy number one, for providing a public service, public safety regarding trafficking, distribution, and packaging of narcotics. We have the building inspector constantly harassing me and working alongside the Martinez family and working alongside Board of Education, District 99, female employee. The male couldn't take the heat in the kitchen. He transferred to a different building, but we do have him on video. He does come by from time to time. All right, once again, 5130, no address identification, no work permit displayed, and the individuals are carrying ladders back and forth. And obviously, their intention is very clear, leaving with a shopping bag with the name of Aldi's. Okay? That shopping bag has a large amount of narcotics, and they're able to carry on this because Tennessee, for now, seems to be above the law and protected by individual employees of government agencies working themselves up and placing high-ranking departments, making sure Tennessee, for now, remains under the radar. Okay? All right, so that's what we got going on. We have a show of force once again, 5132, great truck, and homeowner Martinez parked right behind him. We have the video footage. There we go. Okay, that's the license plates right there. Okay, there we go, right there. Okay. Now, plenty of parking over here. Remember, he has been instructed to park instead of here that we have him earlier. He's been instructed to park right behind, in front of homeowner Martinez. So they're trying to make us focus on, for some reason, both of these vehicles. So we shall see. All right, let's check back in the kitchen. Let's see how we're doing. The community gang stalking seems to have stopped for now. Still waiting. Okay, and I guess for now, we do have the community gang stalking here. Moving on. Okay. And let's see over here. There we go. So we do have the bright light harassment right there. See that? So we're going to have to move it a little bit. So basically, I believe it's the curtain. Let's see if that's the case. Okay, we're going to have to move this a little bit, and there we go. That's how we got to go. So by moving it a little bit, that's it. See that? That's how we got it. See that? And that's pretty much it. That's how you do it. See that? A little tweaking, and that's pretty much it. The community gang stalking has stopped. Not quite sure, but it's an ongoing attack of the brain and an ongoing attack psychologically. Okay, so this is ongoing, nonstop. We do have the dollar store owner instructed to come out and participate as well. See that? He's been instructed to stand there. He is wearing a listening device, and he is being instructed. And we also have homeowner Martinez, family friend, right here as well. So we have a lot of people on board as far as, there's homeowner Martinez's son being deployed. There we go. He's running. He's running. Remember, he parked the black four-door Jeep away from camera view for attack. See that? He parked the vehicle away from camera view. That's the reason for running on command signal. And obviously, he is trafficking, distribution, and packaging of narcotics, Village of Pilsen area. And that's the reason for the bright light harassment in the kitchen. Obviously, they were trying to maintain me in the kitchen and preoccupied. There we go. This is homeowner Martinez, family friend, right there. So he is making his rounds as well. He's been well documented. Okay, he is walking around, most likely with his grandson. And behind enemy lines, plenty of second character witnesses working alongside the Martinez family and, of course, other trap houses in the area. We have on video homeowner Martinez running with a heavy book bag with narcotics. And that's another reason for the bright light harassment in the kitchen, to detain me there, and the electronic harassment to create a distraction, a delayed response to the brain. Okay? And obviously the high frequencies to have accidents because the high frequencies attacks the victim's nervous system. Loss of coordination, accidents, and death will happen. Same with the bright light harassment on and off switch. Homeowner Martinez, right next door, 5135 West 24th Street, Laramie, Cicero, Illinois, 60824. I guess that's another reason for the truck being instructed to park opposite direction here. Remember, they want us to focus our attention there because of the narcotic routine reloading that will be taking place from next door 5135 and 5139. These are trap houses, and of course, the dollar store owner waiting for his cut outside his business. Okay, so most likely, homeowner Martinez's son gave the dollar store owner his cut, and business as usual. This is behind enemy lines, and we do have the individual sneaking back inside the truck while I was focusing toward the dollar store. Okay, the individual is reloading now, and he's in the process of again making deliveries of narcotics. So this is a machine, Thomas Cicero Mayor, Larry Dominic, and once again, this is the reason why Thomas Cicero officials have declared me public enemy number one because of our extensive surveillance of trafficking, distribution, and packaging of narcotics. And the summer's here, guys. So you can just imagine how much poisoning of the community will be taking place. Okay? Now remember, right behind him, homeowner Martinez is parked right behind him, 5135. And remember, homeowner Martinez's son when running with the book bag? Well, a fresh batch was made specifically for this next. There we go. So once again, please contact your local state police department if you see this vehicle in your area. There is a reward, of course there is, regarding narcotics being transported, and that's the information right there. That individual is well documented. Okay, and if you see homeowner Martinez with his black four-door Jeep, Village of Pilsen registration in the Chicago area, obviously we have the information there for public use as well. Okay, so you can make a difference. You just have to put a little turn on your recorder and make that phone call, especially when the children are being utilized for this specific purpose. Okay. All right, so we got them. A lot of moving and shaking, and that's the reason for the broiler harassment in the kitchen. I'm manipulating the victim to respond. 5:29 p.m. Saturday, May 16th, 2026. That's it. We were able to capture movement, and we were able to capture the movement while speaking as far as 5132. Okay, so we got him here on video. Okay, and here. And you guys heard the community gang stalking. Okay. All right, I guess that's it. All right, let's check back to the kitchen. Okay, remember, they were trying to detain me here for as long as possible. Okay, so by moving the light like they did, they were able to gain a little bit more time. But we got them. Okay, there was no way for homeowner Martinez to back down, and obviously he is carrying the product, and there's customers waiting, guys. This is a lot of money that is being obtained as far as trafficking, distribution, and packaging of narcotics. There's big money here, guys. And guess who's standing in the way? That's right, me. I'm standing in the way a little bit because, as you can see, I can't stop them. You know, I cannot stop them. They're going to continue trafficking as long as there's no participation of the public, and as long as there's external government agencies, employees placing high-ranking departments, making sure Thomas Cicero is protected. There's not going to be anything. Okay, as long as the public is not getting involved. Make yourself count, guys. There's a reason why homeowner Martinez was instructed to park there for the daily plan attacks today. And we have the police officer involved on video. Mm-hmm. And it was kind of weird because the Dallas owner was also working with a Thomas Trophy show, wearing a neon Public Works, okay, uniform that is used by Thomas Cicero Public Works employees. Okay, so and let's not forget Homeowner Martinez, contractor, as a witness as well, right here. Okay. And we have Homeowner Martinez sneaking underneath the window as far as parking the vehicle and then sneaking underneath the window to see if I respond by knocking on the window. Okay? That's when the police officer arrived shortly driving by. And we were able to capture his face and the way his body movement changed once we focused directly at the police officer's face. Okay? You can see the body language on the police officer. Obviously, we weren't supposed to catch him in the act. Okay? We got the police officer. And there we go. This is Thomas Cicero Mayor, Larry Dominic, once again, a show of force. Okay? Homeowner Martinez blocking the driveway of 5130. That's it. Moving on for now, I'm going to take a shower. The weather feels pretty good. 5:33 p.m. Saturday, May 16th, 2026. That's it. Party's over. Get involved, guys. Don't forget, contact Child Protective Services. And don't forget Internal Revenue Services, the IRS, regarding 5132. All the information is on that social media platform. Ex-wife should be arriving soon. I cannot talk too much. Get involved, guys.